VMP at Arch. VMP is my babe. God is my shepherd. All day, every day. Yeah. Check. It's Maneza F8. Put us in light, man. Put us in light, man. Everybody light, man.
Well, remember that right here in New Year.
Put us in light, man. Put us in light, man. Everybody light, man.
Sapete now we look at.
All my biggest bosses, they used to lie, man. Even all my exes, they still love me. They still love me. Dude, put us in light, man. Put us in light, man. Everybody light, man.
Oh man, what it is, man. What's up?
What is up with you, man? What's up?
Yo. Welcome to FKU Africa Podcast. This is your host, Maneza F8, coming to you. Yeah, in Worcester, man. I'm still chilling, yeah. The snow is in the mountain. It's beautiful, but it's really cold at the same time. It's really cold. If you can listen to my voice. I caught some flu. Don't know what about it. It's not a cough. It's just a flu, a normal flu. But now I'm feeling much better now. It was really hard in the past few days, man. But yeah, I'm good now. My immune system is strong. So yeah, I hope you're all doing good wherever you are. Yeah, they keep on saying the vax, the real job. It's mandatory now in most places that you get into. I've also heard now game is planning to reduce people who's got the vaccine card purchases, give them 10% discount. So that's really great for people who are vaccinated. The problem with me, with all these things being mandatory or compulsory or whatsoever, is the fact that they are trying by all means to get people vaccinated. What's the angle for the vax? What's the angle? Why do they force people? Because now I've just heard that you can still be sick while you are jobbed and die as well while you are jobbed. So I really don't understand why we are being pushed so much to the point where they are bribing people. They are bribing people now to take this vax. So it's really scary, man. If you were planning to go and get your job, yeah, I think it's the right time now to go and so that you can get into the shops, because in the next coming months, what I foresee is in certain shops not going to end if you are not jobbed, or you cannot produce a letter from the doc or from these places that they do this COVID test. If you don't have a letter that says you are negative, or you don't have a vax card, you're not going to end, as far as I see these things. So we must really now try to check and balance, because not so long ago we were told that the vax is for people who want to take it. No one will be forced. Those were the words that were coming out of our presidents and ministers, that no one will be forced. But now I hear about public events, some shops that you cannot enter if you are not vaxxed. So it's really bad and troubling, in a way that now we have to be vaxxed for us to go around in our country freely. What's next? What's next? What's gonna happen now? Are they gonna tell us that if you are not vexed, you're gonna stay at home? You're not allowed to go outside and mingle with other people. Is that where we are going now? Probably. I don't know. But it's scary the way that this thing is being forced into people, and it's being made compulsory by any means. It's really scary, man. It's something that we need to look at. Also, we need to pay more attention to that. We need to pay more attention to those details. You see, so we must not be in a hurry to judge, or in a hurry to be aggressive when it comes to say that we will go out anyway, we will attend these things that we want to attend anyway. I don't think we are there yet. We are not there yet, because if you remember in 1976, where there was a Sharpeville massacre, students were fighting against these kind of things, being forced to study in Afrikaans, which it was not their mother tongue. They were forced to do maths, geography, physical science with the language that they don't understand. It's hard as is with English, how much more studying it with Afrikaans. So they took it to the street. I foresee stuff like that happening also here, where people might want to go to the street and protest this thing of mandatory vaccines. I heard I want to say Rwanda or Kenya, the president in there, he said that no one in his country is going to take the J&J or Pfizer vaccine. So while he was saying that, he was opting for traditional medicines or traditional herbs, and he said vax can be created there where he is. So that's really, and it should that is what should have happened. Yeah, that is what should have happened in all African countries, because I hear that some of these vax were manufactured here in Wits University, and also I think in Free State, and then they were taken to be processed in India, also in the USA, and then they bring them back again to sell us like they do with minerals, with your gold, with your platinum, with diamonds. They do the same things with those resources. They mine them here and go and polish them that side and come back and sell them to us. But all along, those resources, they belong to us. We're supposed to be getting rich out of those. But because our presidents, man, I don't know if they're scared, they're cowards. I don't know what can I say about them, man. They are being controlled in a way that it's alarming. It's alarming. After so many years, more than 20 years, I think 27 years out of independence, we still don't own any of the entities that were owned by the outside white people coming from America, Canada, Britain, France, Netherlands. They are still owning a lot of lands here in South Africa, a lot of farms, a lot of mining. It's them fishing boats. Those boats belongs to guys from Russia. Other boats belong to guys from Germany. Those that they go for months and months, the ships go and come back with a lot of fish. So all these companies, they don't belong to any of the South Africans. All these big companies that produces your wines, your grapes, fruits, all kind of fruits, they don't belong to South Africa. They have their offshore banks ready to go whenever they think that it's not safe for them anymore. So now imagine those people are making this kind of money, and they are half of that money or less than half of that money is not being taxed by our government. We're talking about millions of rands here. We're talking about tons and tons of export that are going out on a daily. They are not being taxed. All they are doing, they tax us who are working hard for our money. We are not even earning as much as those people are spending per day. We earn peanuts, but they are taxing us like crazy, man. If you can see the tax that I'm, 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 I'm contributing to the government, it's insane. That's too much, man. It's too much of your money that just go to the government, and the government is doing nothing for us. We've been trying to make sure that the services are being delivered. People take it to the street and protest, ban things, ban their own creches, they ban their own schools, ban clinics, and then they're still trying for help from the government. But the government is having none of it. It's having none of it, man. The government is not about us. Government is about them. They are making rich their children, children of their children, up to the last generations. They will be rich forever. And most of those kids of those people who are in parliament who are looting the state money. Yeah. So on a lighter note, man, great news for the sport. It's crazy transfers, man. It's going down. A lot of transfers going out. The big one, it's Messi, Ramos. They are all going to possible Wijnaldum, going to PSG. That's exciting because I've been always a fan of PSG because of. Even before Neymar, because of Zlatan. When Zlatan went to PSG, I became very much interested because I like how Zlatan is. I like his confidence. I like his the way that he talks, and then he can back it up. So those are crazy news, man. It's always nice. So you can see that the news, they are all about Messi. They are all about Messi. Many players are congratulating him. You see, he also went there for free because the contract that he had with Barcelona ended in June. I think in June, yes. So he was a free agent for most of the time, but now he's amongst the likes of Neymar, Mbappe, Ramos, Marquinhos, Verratti, Di Maria, all these big shots, all these guys who are really good. Messi is gonna play with those guys. We want to see fireworks. We're hoping that now that Messi is going to France, we, we might possibly have the League One or on DSTV so that we can also watch him. Like when Cristiano Ronaldo went to Italy, we had Serie A coming to channel 205. So one of those channels must make space for uh, League One so that we can watch Messi because it's bringing too much revenue when it comes to media. This is why Barcelona is still trying now because he's making a lot of money through media and clothing. Because when he arrived at PSG, they made um, thousands of these T-shirts, but they were gone in 20 minutes, all of them, and the lines were heavy. People want to get themselves those first Messi number 30 T-shirts. It was crazy. So he's a pure superstar, and we are happy for him that he is prospering and exploring other leagues, because it was the debate that everyone always have, that Messi might not be the best because he only played for one club for so many years, compared to Cristiano Ronaldo when he was playing for Man United, also played for Real Madrid, and then went to play for Juventus. So at least that count for something. That count for something. He at least made a little bit of change of leagues. Now we want to see him excel, score goals, assist, take them to the Champions League, and probably win it and become the best ever. You see, so that is what we want to see from Messi. Yeah, going into the next topic, it's the Olympics, man. The Olympics been crazy. As you can see, in the top 10, there's not even one African country in the top 10. Number one, we are looking at medals. The number one here is for gold, this is silver, this is bronze, this is overall. So you can see from where you are that United States comes in first. All along it was China that was first in terms of gold, but I see that USA picked up on, I think it was mostly on swimming for the ladies, and also in this what is this thing that is done by Simone Biles, gymnastics and all these kind of things. America, that's where they picked up a lot of medals in there. China has been ruling for so long in the top there. Japan represents because they were hosting the Olympics. And number 3, that's a good one because they usually way far. Russia is there. Number 2 is there. Number 5, and number 10 we have Italy closing in. 100-meter guy was there in Italy. One of those 10 medals is from that gentleman. He was doing really cool. It was crazy. Top 20, Africa. Oh, there's Kenya. At least we have Kenya there on top 20 representing us. Yeah, so if I can count in all these countries, most of the people who's got medals, even gold, is black people. So I cannot say Africa is not being represented. It's represented by all these top 10 countries. Most of them, most of their medals were won by black people in those countries. So we're going to even top 20, top 30, nothing Africa. Yeah, 36, that's where you get Uganda. Crazy, man. That's crazy. Africa needs to pick up, man. South Africa comes in at 52. Wow. Only 3 medals. What happened to us? Wow. We used to have at least top 20. The thing is now we didn't have Caster Semenya. The long jump guy, I forgot his name. He was not there. Wade didn't perform at all. Charlie Claude didn't perform at all. So yeah, we were left with Skuman, who won the medals for us. a gold medal. So we're left with there. So yeah, Olympics was fun to watch. Please subscribe to the podcast and leave your comment. What was your best memory of the Olympics? What do you remember more about the Olympics? For me, it was that Philippines woman who was lifting was lifting was lifting the weights for that woman. Yeah, this is a she was that was a very intense moment. I was always watching um, the weights. I like this is my I think this is my favorite sport now. The weightlifting. It's amazing to watch, man. When you see people put it in the neck and then go up.
Yung delete, anong pakiramdam?
Masaya po. Sobrang nakaka-proud.
Oh,
Yeah, that's her, guys. Yeah, she was great.
hindi mo in-ex.
She was great. Yeah. So I hope you did enjoy the podcast. As you can see, I'm not feeling really well. My voice is strange. I'm gonna try to edit the voice up because I believe it's a little bit down. I'm gonna edit up and then make sure that I make it seems and feel nice for you guys. Fikiria kwa undani ndugu